Okay, hello everyone. Hello, Carlson. How are you?
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine.
What have you been doing this week?
Uh, Studying.
Okay, okay. Hello, Chung. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
What have you been doing this week?
Studying and doing my homework.
Okay, okay, good. Hello, Liu.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And what have you been doing this week?
Same with John, study and doing my home tutorial.
Okay, fantastic. Hello, Jay.
Yes, Anne?
Ah, sorry, I thought you were a student. Sorry, Jay.
No problem. No, you can assume me as a student anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Hello, Serena. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm
What have,
fine.
what have you been doing this week?
I've been study online classes.
Okay, okay, very good. Thank you. Who else? Hello, Terence. How are you? Okay. Hello, Henry. How are you?
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
What have you been doing this week?
Doing my homework.
Okay, very good. Hello, Terence. Hello, Terence. Okay.
Hello,
Hello,
teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
I'm good.
What have you been doing this week?
Playing video games on my PlayStation 4.
Okay, very good. Did you win the video games?
Yes, I win 4 match.
You won 4
Yeah,
matches.
4
Excellent.
matches. Yeah.
Very, very good. Excellent. Hello, Eugene.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you switch on your camera, please, Eugene?
Yeah, I'm currently connecting my camera,
Okay,
my
all right.
computer.
Okay, fantastic. All right, okay, so good to see you, everyone. Okay, so last week we talked about crime and punishment. Do you remember the class last week?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, fantastic. Okay, so what I'd like us to do is I'd like us to continue talking about crime and punishment. So if you can remember, we talked about these advantages and disadvantages. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to take a look at these questions here. So question number 1 is, what do you think are the main causes of crime in your country? Do you have any other suggestions for reducing crime in your local area? Do you think the police should carry guns? And do you think the death penalty is a valid form of punishment? Okay. Does anyone have any problems with vocabulary? Are there any words you don't understand?
Death penalty.
Okay, so the death penalty is punishment for a crime by killing you. The death penalty is either with an injection that kills you or in an electric chair So some states of America, they still implement the death penalty as a form of punishment for very serious crimes. Okay. Okay, does anyone have any other problems with vocabulary? No? Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you into pairs again. I'm going to put you into breakout rooms. But before I do that, can you please take a screenshot of these questions and let me know in the chat box once you've taken that screenshot. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Carlson. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Terence. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Eugene. And thank you, Chong. Serena, have you managed to take the screenshot? So just waiting for Serena. Fantastic. Thank you, Serena. Okay. So does everybody understand what you have to do?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. So I'm going to put you into breakout rooms now. And with the person in your breakout rooms, I'd like you to discuss these questions. Okay. And use your screenshot to answer these questions, because once I put you into breakout rooms, I can't share my screen. All right. Okay. Okay, so we're just waiting for a few students to come back. But that was very interesting. Well done, everyone. I think Serena is having some internet connection problems today, but hopefully we will manage to hear from her. Okay, so Eugene, question number 1. What do you think are the main causes of crime in your country?
I think the main causes of the the crime in let me see, in my country is because of it's caused by the poor people. The people that are living below the poverty line, and some of them have to steal to for their livings, and there's no other choice for them.
So they have to steal to survive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Leo, do you agree with Eugene?
No, I disagree with him.
Okay, that's fine. What do you think?
I think that is a government. As some of the rules that set by our governments are not severe. So I think most of the criminals are not afraid about it. So they just decide to to make crime in the country.
Okay, so to commit crime.
To commit crime.
And they're not afraid of the punishment.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Very good. Chong, do you agree with Eugene or do you agree with Leo?
I agree with Liu because the government is the leader of the country and they should have strict rules for everyone to follow and to keep the order in the country and not cause any havoc.
Okay, very good. Do you think there are other causes of crime in your country?
Yes.
What are they?
The lack of knowledge about the severe punishments and negative effects that will come to you if you commit crime.
Okay, so the consequences of committing crime. The lack of knowledge of the consequences. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you commit a crime. Okay, very good. So you think education is the solution?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, very good. Thank you. Carlson, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Liu?
I agree with Eugene.
Oh, you agree with Eugene. Okay, so what
Yes.
do you think?
I think the causes of crime is some people that are having problems for living. They they need they likely to commit crimes for the purpose of their own needs to survive.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, Henry, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Carlson?
I agree with Chong
Okay, why?
because I think the causes of crime is that the criminals didn't get enough knowledge in school and making them jobless at the end and being forced to commit crime to earn money for their parents. I mean their family.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Thank you. Terence, do you agree with Henry or do you agree with Carlson?
I actually agree with Liu.
Okay, okay, good. Why?
I think the um, the police is not severe enough, so so they will not scare uh, to commit the crime.
So criminals are not scared of committing crime. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, fantastic. Very good. Thank you, everyone. Serena, do you agree with Terence or do you agree with Henry?
I agree with Terence
Mm-hmm. Why?
because because uh the police not strict enough, then many people will not scared and uh they will, maybe they will do some
Okay. All right. Thank you, Serena. Okay. So let's look at the second question. So number 2, Leo, do you think any other suggestions? Sorry, do you have any other suggestions for reducing crime in your local area?
Yes, increase the level of the punishment to let it be more severe.
Mm-hmm.
As this may help the others to raise up their awareness.
This
to
may
prevent-
help. This may help the others to. Sorry, what did you say?
Raise their awareness.
Okay. All right. Very good.
To prevent getting crime.
To prevent.
To commit crime.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Anything else?
No, from me. Thank you.
No. Okay. Thank you very much, Leo. Terence, do you agree with Leo?
Yes. Yes, I agree with you.
Okay. Why?
To set the penalty more strict and or severe, so they will not trying to commit crimes.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Eugene, do you agree with Leo or and Terence?
Yes. I I think the penalty should be stricter because the penalty here in my area is not strict enough. And they have to make the law stricter to make the people afraid of the penalty of after committing a crime. So they will be afraid, so they won't commit the crime.
Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, Calson, do you agree with Eugene or do you agree with Terence and Leo?
I agree with Terence and Liu.
Okay.
I
Why?
also think that government should strict the law and they should the police should patrol more often.
Okay, so government should what the law? What should the government do to the law, Calson?
Strict,
Make it stricter?
yes.
Yeah, okay. And you think that the police should patrol more?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can you say this word for me? Patrol.
Patrol.
Very
Patrol.
good. Patrol. One more time.
Patrol.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, very good. Chong, do you agree with Calson or do you agree with Eugene?
I agree with Carlson because if people will rebel against the government because the punishment is not severe, and they will commit crime because they aren't afraid of the consequences.
Excellent. Very, very good. Well done. And what other ways do you think, what other ways of punishment or things that you could do to reduce crime in your area? Can you think of other ways?
Patrolling, having night watch, having a night watch.
Mm-hmm.
They will patrol the area to keep robbers from breaking into houses,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be much more safer for the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So can you remember robbers don't break into houses, burglars break into houses. Last week we looked at the vocabulary for crime. What do robbers do? Can anyone remember?
Rob banks.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, excellent. And also, Chung, another thing that I noticed you say much more safer. Remember, safer is a comparative and it has ER already. So you don't need to put more in front of it. Okay? You could just say it's much
Sorry, I
safer.
forgot.
Yeah, no problem. Remember, more goes in front of adjectives with more than 3 syllables. Okay, for example, interesting. You put more in front of it. Okay. Okay, very good. Terence, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Calson?
I'm sorry.
Do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Calson? Terence, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Calson?
I agree with Kelson.
Okay, why?
I think the police should patrol more of them. So
Okay. Okay, Henry, do you agree with Terence or do you agree with Chung?
I agree with Terence
Okay, why?
because if they are not strict enough, they will make them less scared of doing crimes and act like that it is nothing to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they will continue to rob banks and break into houses and etc.
Excellent. Very, very good. Well done. Serena, do you agree with Henry or do you agree with Terence?
I agree with you.
Oh, you agree with Lou? Okay, excellent. What do you think?
Because they will prevent to make a mistake. They will,
Okay.
example, they will afraid, afraid of deathly punishment and life imprisonment.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Very good. Okay, Serena, can you say this word for me? Life imprisonment.
Life imprisonment.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, next question. Do you think police should carry guns? Henry, what do you think?
I think the police should carry guns because most of the criminals also carry firearms with them, and the police officer need their guns to defend themselves.
Okay, so defend themselves. Themselves. Can you say this word for me, please, Henry?
Themselves.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Eugene, do you agree with Henry?
Yes, I agree with Henry. I think police should carry guns to protect themselves. But
themselves.
yeah,
Themselves.
yeah, sorry, themselves.
Excellent.
But when they shoot the firearm, when they shoot the bullet, they have to aim for the arm or the leg to disable the criminal.
Excellent. Excellent. So they shouldn't shoot to kill. They should just shoot to disable the criminal.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But in some cases, if it's life-threatening, they have the right to kill the criminal in order to protect themselves.
Protect themselves.
Yeah.
Remember to pronounce the S.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, excellent. Leo, do you agree with Henry and Eugene?
Yeah, I agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
As just now Eugene have mentioned that the police do not have the rights. The police can shoot the criminals. Arms and or legs.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. As the police do not have the rights to judge the death of the criminal.
So the police don't have the right to judge what, Leo?
To judge the criminal.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As we know that the criminal must be sent to the court to get a punishment. Except for the different cases like just now Eugene has mentioned. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, very good. So Eugene has mentioned. Okay. Can you say this word for me, please, Leo?
Yes.
Can you say this word?
Court.
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 One more time.
Court.
Very good. And can you say this for me? Raise awareness.
Raise awareness.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, very good. Terence, do you agree with Leo or do you agree with Eugene?
I agree with Eugene actually. I do agree with this point, but I have another point also.
Mm-hmm.
So can I say my
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
opinion?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As she has mentioned that the police should shoot the leg or the arm to disable them. The criminals, and
Mm-hmm.
if the criminals not don't have the firearm on them, I think the police should how do you say should scare them with the guns, so they will try. Uh, sorry. I mean, they will scare the guns, and they will try to prevent it. So they will scare to committed the crime.
To commit the crime. Okay,
To
very
commit
good.
the crime.
Very good, thank you. Okay, Chung, do you agree with Terence or do you agree with Leo?
I agree with Eugene.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, so what do you think?
Well, I think that it is a great way to defend themselves if the criminal has a firearm,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to be very skilled with using a gun because sometimes they will accidentally shoot civilians,
Mm-hmm. Very good. Mm-hmm.
and they should always think before they act.
Excellent. Very, very good. Excellent. Henry, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Leo?
I agree with Terence.
Oh, you agree with Terence. Okay, very good. What do you think?
Because, like as you didn't say, police should only shoot the criminals at their arms or the legs to subdue them, and because killing them will make you more guilty than the criminal.
Okay, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Henry. Carlson, do you agree with Henry or do you agree with Eugene?
I agree with Chong.
Okay, very good. What do you think?
Um, Police carry the gun to protect themselves, and because of some criminals carry some dangerous weapons, and but the police will sometimes shoot civilians accidentally.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true. Accidentally. Can you say this word for me, please, Carlson?
Accidentally.
Perfect. Excellent. Serena, what do you think? Who do you agree with?
I agree with Henry
Okay, very good. Why?
because it can protect themselves or protect other people to avoid being attacked by prisoners.
Okay, okay. To avoid being attacked by criminals. Attacked. Serena, can you say this word for me?
Attacked.
Very good. Excellent. All right. Good. Okay. Next question. Do you think the death penalty is a valid form of punishment? Chung, what do you think? Do you think the death penalty is a valid form of punishment?
Yes and no.
Okay, that's fine. What do you
Well,
think?
I think it's a valid punishment if the crime that they have committed is very severe. But if it was a misunderstanding, then it would not be a good punishment for them.
A valid form of punishment. A valid form. Yeah. A valid form of punishment. Okay. That's interesting. Kalson, do you agree with Chung?
I think that the the death penalty is not a valid form of punishment.
Okay, why?
There is no credible evidence that the death penalty deters crime more effectively than long terms of imprisonment. I think that the death penalty has no deterrent effect.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Very, very good. Well done. Kalson, can you say this word for me?
Valid.
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 Very good. Excellent. Excellent. And yeah, very good. You've used the word that I wanted people to use today. So you've used deterrent, and the verb, Kalson, of deterrent is to deter. Deter. Okay.
Okay.
Well done, Kalson. Very good. Terence, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Kalson?
I agree with Chong.
Okay. Why?
As she has mentioned that if if it is misunderstanding, it's not a valid form of punishment.
Okay, so valid. Valid.
Valid.
Can you say that word one more time?
Valid.
Very good. Okay. Okay, very good. Eugene, do you agree with Terence or do you agree with Kalson?
I agree with Terence because I think death sentencement can only be used while there's a criminal that what is it? I forgot the word. Let me think.
Okay, no problem.
That committed a big crime.
Mm-hmm.
A very
serious crime.
Yeah, a serious crime.
Mm-hmm.
And I think life sentencement is
life imprisonment.
Waste. Life imprisonment is life imprisonment is a waste of resources on this felon
on the
criminals.
Sorry. Okay.
Because the criminal is not going to get released anyways, so it's not worth to waste the resources such as food, water, and electricity and space on them. But if a criminal is not, the court is not sure the person is a criminal or not,
if he's guilty,
he's guilty or not, and they should just keep the person in prison until there's an answer.
Until when, Eugene?
Until when they get an answer.
An answer. Okay.
Answer.
Very good. Excellent. Very good. Okay. So Eugene, can you say this word for me?
Answer.
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 Perfect. And this word?
Court.
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 Perfect. Very good. Henry, do you agree with Eugene or do you agree with Chung?
I agree with Terence
Okay, you agree with Terence. Okay, what do you think?
because I think a lot of people mistook an innocent bystander as a criminal because of their face or their skin and putting them into a death row in jail, not knowing them that they are actually innocent, therefore killing him by accident, killing one person.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can you say this word for me, please, Henry?
Innocent,
Innocent.
innocent.
Perfect. Excellent. Leo, do you agree with Henry or do you agree with Carlson?
To be honest, I'm not clear that what Henry said. My line is a bit poor.
Okay, no problem. So what do you think about the death penalty? What is your opinion?
For my opinion, I think that a death penalty is a valid form of punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Like just now, Chung have mentioned that for those who have committed a serious crime, they deserve to have the death punishment. But for those who are innocent,
Mm-hmm.
may not.
Okay, very good. Okay, Leo, just a few expressions. So, in my opinion, or you can say from my point of view. Yeah, okay. Also, for those who have committed, okay, for those who have committed a crime, that's the present perfect. Remember to use the ed on the end of the verb. And also Chong has mentioned, again, it's the present perfect. You need to put the ed on the end of the past participle.
Okay.
All right. Okay, good. Serena, do you agree with Liu or do you agree with Eugene?
For me, I would agree with Eugene.
Okay. Why?
The punishment can, like Eugene said, can stop wasting maybe food or space because they're very guilty and I don't know how to say.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. Thank you, Serena. All right.
I'm sorry, teacher. May I go to the toilet?
Yes. Okay. We're going to stop and have a break in just a few moments, Carlson. So you can go to the toilet then. Do you need to go now or can you wait?
I can wait.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to have a break in about, say, 6 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. So okay. So this is something, Eugene, you were saying. You were using the definite article the a lot. Most of the criminals. Remember, we only use the when we're talking about something specific. Okay, so it's most criminals. Okay, so don't put a the in front of a noun if it's general. Okay, so most criminals. And the verb which collocates with crime, this is everybody, is commit crime. And they're not afraid of, okay? A few of you were making this mistake. The causes, so causes is plural. So if the noun is plural, then the verb has to be plural, okay? So the causes of crime are, okay? Another thing you were saying, Eugene, you were saying the poor people. Again, if you're talking about people in general, there is no the in front of it. Okay? So the is only used when you're talking about something specific. For example, there's only one. So for example, the teacher. There's only one teacher. Okay? The preposition that you use with school is at school. So people can learn at school. Okay? And I can't remember who made this mistake, but I think most of you were making the mistake. The police is a noun. It's a plural noun. So the verb which you use with the police is plural. So you need to say the police are not strict enough. Okay. And the penalty should be stricter. Stricter is the comparative when the adjective only has one syllable, but when the adjective has more than one syllable, so for example, severe, you use more in front of it, okay? And again, I think one of you said, make the people afraid. Remember, you don't use the in front of general nouns, okay? So make people afraid. And as I just said, much safer, more interesting. Then the present perfect, Eugene has mentioned, okay? So we use the verb has because Eugene is the third person. And then remember the verb has to be put into the past participle whenever you form the present perfect. Okay. And one of you said that the police have to be skilled. The preposition is at. I think this was Chong. So to be skilled at using a gun. Okay. Or you could say to be good at using a gun. And then a death sentence. And in my opinion, from my point of view, for those who have committed, that's the present perfect again. Chong has mentioned that's the present perfect. Okay. Okay, so now some vocabulary. So the consequences of. Remember burglars. Can anyone remember what is a burglar? Can anybody remember what is a burglar?
Is it like robber or
Yeah, but what do burglars rob? What do they steal?
They break into the house.
They break into house.
Very good. Okay, so remember burglars break into houses. What do robbers do?
Rob banks.
Yeah, they rob banks. Excellent. Okay. And then the noun deterrent. Can anybody remember what does deterrent mean? Any ideas? What does deterrent mean? What is a
it means deter?
Yeah, okay.
To discourage.
Very good. Excellent, Carlson. It means to discourage people from doing something bad. Very good. And the verb deter is the verb. Okay. And it's a valid form of punishment. And it's a serious crime. So the adjective to use with crime is, if you're talking about a big crime, it's a serious crime. Okay. And life imprisonment, and if somebody is guilty. Okay. Okay. All right. And here are just some vocabulary problems, but I think everyone is okay with these vocabulary problems. Good. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, good. Very good. That was a really interesting discussion. Well done, everyone. That's very good. Okay, so we're going to stop now for a very short break, give you a chance to go to the toilet if you need to go to the toilet, and get a drink if you need to get a drink. Come back in 10 to 15 minutes, okay? All right,
Okay.
I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you.
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. May I ask you?
Yes, of course.
I want to ask that deterrent is for things, right?
Sorry, ask the question again.
The word deterrent is for things, right?
Yeah, well, a deterrent, yes, is a thing. So a deterrent could be a fine, or it could be a life imprisonment, or it could be a punishment. That is a deterrent. It's a noun.
How about for person?
A person. Well, yes,
Storage?
a person could be a deterrent. So, for example, a security guard could be a deterrent, or a police officer could be a deterrent. Yes, a person can be a deterrent as well.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I think we've lost one student. Oh, no, we're okay. We've got everyone here. Okay, good. Okay, so let's continue with today's class. And what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to think about this question here, which I'm about to share with you. Okay, so your class has been doing a project on developments over the last 100 years, and you have been asked to write an article. Talk with your partner about some of the changes that have taken place in each of these areas shown in the photos, and then decide which theme you will write an article on. Okay, so these themes, the first one is education, the next one is communication, the next one is travel and transport, and the next one is free time. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is I'm going to put you into pairs in a moment, and I'd like you to talk about what changes have taken place in these areas. So over the last 100 years, what changes have taken place in education, in communication, in transport, travel and transport, and free time? And if you were going to write an article, which theme is the most interesting? Which subject would you think is the most interesting to write an article on? Okay. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, so I'm going to make this smaller for you because I'd like you to take a screenshot. Let's see if I can make it smaller. There we are. Okay, so can everyone take a screenshot of this slide, please, and let me know in the chat box once you've taken the screenshot, please. Fantastic, thank you. Very good, thanks very much. Okay, well done. All right, so I'm going to put you into breakout rooms now. So I'd like you to talk about the changes that have taken place in the last 100 years in education, in communication, in travel and transport, and in free time. And then together decide which theme is the most interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. And use your screenshot to discuss these subjects. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you. Okay, so some excuse me, some really interesting conversations were taking place. So just like to hear your opinions. So, Kowson, What changes have taken place in education over the last 100 years? What do you think?
I think that for now, e-learning is central to most academic programs, and the teachers are leading everywhere. The media is designed to be duplicated and shared. I also think that for now, students and teacher can always connected, and the in cooperation of computer in learning and education system is evidently the greatest change in education.
Okay, very good. So you were saying students and teachers. Okay, so remember to put the S on the end of teachers. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Also, did you say this word, Kausen? Did you say the word academic?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Academic. Can you say that again for me?
Academic.
One more time?
Academic.
Very good, excellent. Okay, Chong, do you agree with Eugene?
I agree with Carlson.
Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Yes, his name's Carlson. I'm so sorry. Chong, do you agree with Carlson?
Yes, the academic has changed a lot, and that teachers and students don't have to be the teachers don't have to be as very strict, and they can be friendly with the students and teach much
Okay.
more easier.
Okay, much more easier? Is that correct?
Much easier.
Very good. Okay. Or they can teach much easily because it's an adverb. Teach is a verb. So remember you use an adverb, okay, when you describe a verb. Also, remember you only use the when you're talking about specific teachers, but if you're talking about teachers in general, there's no the in front, okay? Also, Chung, it's not the academic, it's education. So the subject is education, okay? Okay, very good. Okay, Henry, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Kelson? I can't hear you, Henry. Can you turn up your microphone, please?
My phone went out of battery, so
Oh,
now I need.
okay, Henry, there's a problem with your audio. Can you turn up your microphone? Okay, I think you're having problems. All right, don't worry, Henry. Liu, do you agree with Chung or do you agree with Kausen?
I agree with Chang.
Okay, why?
Just as you have mentioned that the teacher may not be so strict in nowadays, because that the teacher may need to be friends with the children and know their needs, and so that the teacher may fulfill their needs.
Know their names or know have
needs.
Needs. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that nowadays most of the kindergarten implement gadgets technology. So to compare with the previous years, for example, 100 years ago, I think they didn't. The technology are not advanced at all. So I think these are the difference. This is the difference. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. So again, Leo, you said the technology. Remember, the is only used when you're talking about something specific. So you're talking about technology in general. Okay, so there is no article in front.
Okay.
Okay. All right, no problem. Oh, Henry, you've got your phone has run out of batteries. Okay, no problem. Don't worry, Henry. Okay, Eugene, do you agree with Liu or do you agree with Chung?
I agree with Chong.
Okay.
The teacher nowadays is not as strict as the past, as it is in the past.
As it was in the past.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I think this is I think this might cause some problems
Mm-hmm.
because some teachers treat their students too kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them are naughty children, and they
Some of them are not what, sorry, Eugene?
naughty,
Are naughty, okay, are naughty children. Okay, very good.
and they always like some of them always causes problems in the class,
Mm-hmm.
and the teacher always the teacher just talk to them and tell them to stop, but they never stop. So I think sometimes teacher have to do something to stop the naughty children,
Mm-hmm.
or else the children might causing problem and they won't change at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Okay, so Eugene, you need to put S's on the end of nouns. So
I
keep
always
causing,
forgot to-
yeah, keep causing problems. And then sometimes, that's an adverb, teachers, okay? And also teaching, because it's a subject, again, you don't need to put the in front of it. So teaching is not as strict as it was in the past, okay? And what else? What else? Okay, can you say this word for me? Eugene?
naughty.
Naughty.
Hello.
Can you say it one more time?
Naughty.
Very good. Leo, can you say this word for me?
Naughty.
Okay, thank you, Eugene.
Neat.
Leo, one more time?
Needs.
Very good, excellent. Okay, Terence, do you agree with Eugene or do you agree with Leo?
I agree with you.
Okay, why?
Education in the previous years, they use blackboard and chalk, and now they use, and now it's more what do we call advanced. They use desktop desktop projector and and laptop to what do we call? I forget the word. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I don't
Okay,
think.
can you say this word for me, please, Terence?
Projectors.
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 Very good. So the stress is here, projectors. One more time.
Projectors.
Excellent, projectors. Okay, very good. Okay, Serena, do you agree with Terence or do you agree with Leo?
I would agree with Eugene and Liu.
Okay, why?
Because I agree with Liu because the technologies and some schools that we can the school have electronic whiteboard and some schools can have can the pupil but the students can taking their phones to school to without using books to save more papers because they can less cutting trees.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you because nowadays teachers do not, when the students uh, not the teachers did not, most of the teachers did not correct the students' mistake in time, causing the students to be impolite.
Okay, very good. Okay, so to save paper, and also remember teachers in general, you don't need to put the in front of it. Okay, so no the in front of general nouns. Okay, so don't put the teachers, just say teachers. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, so let's look at the second theme or subject, communication. Liu, what changes do you think have taken place in communication in the last 100 years?
I think it's in the previous 100 years, it used a postman to deliver the letter.
Say that again, please, Liu.
It used postman will be delivered the letter.
Okay, so postmen used to deliver letters. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And for now, we just use our gadget to send a message to the others.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
the duration will be lesser.
will be shorter.
Will be shorter, sorry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, so the time or the length, the time will be shorter. Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, so postmen used to send letters, okay, and the time will be shorter. Okay, Eugene, do you agree with Liu?
Yes, the time required to send a message to an individual takes an instant. But in the past, it might take months to deliver a letter. But now we don't even have to write the message on a paper. You just type it on your phone and by click, and to send the message to the person, you just have to click a button and he will receive the message instantly.
Excellent. Excellent, very good. Eugene, can you say this word for me?
Person.
Very good, excellent. Okay, Chung, do you agree with Eugene and Liu?
Yeah, I agree because nowadays the technology has advanced a lot and it is more convenient for us to communicate with others no matter the situation.
Excellent, very good. Okay, so remember, when you're talking about a noun in general, you don't need to say the technology. You just say nowadays technology has advanced a lot. Okay, the is only used when you're talking about something specific, when there's only one thing. So for example, the phone, yeah, there's only one. The glass, there's only one. But when you're talking about something in general, there's no the in front of it. Okay. Okay. Kowson, do you agree with Chung and Terence?
Yes. Yes, I agree with them.
Okay, sorry, not Chung and Terence, Chung and Eugene. What do you think?
I think that texting increased dramatically since it first came about in the 90s. People use internet to communicate with others. And make some phone calls to communicate. And for now, media advertising looks different. There are numerous ways for people to get the latest news and information with just click a button on their gadget.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. Can you say this word for me, please, Carlson?
Dramatically.
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 Very good. One more time.
Dramatically.
Very good. Can you say this word?
Others.
Excellent. Can you say this word?
Media.
Excellent. And this word?
Gadget.
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 Very good. Excellent. Okay. And very lastly, Terence, do you agree with Carlson?
I agree with Chong.
Okay, good. Why?
For now, the technology is more advanced, so it will be more convenient. We just gadgets and send to send messages. To send messages. Okay, sorry. And from the previous year, it might take longer time to send the mail, the post mail, and maybe can't receive from the mail sender, okay, from the postman. Yeah, especially in rainy days. Yeah.
Especially in what days?
Rainy days.
Rainy days.
Rainy days.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so Terence, can you say this word for me?
Messages.
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 Rainy days. Can you say that for me?
Rainy days.
Very good, excellent. And remember, it's not the technology, it's just technology because it's a general noun, okay? And also previously, because you're talking about what came before. So previously, and again, don't put the in front of male because male is a general noun, okay? All right, okay, well done everyone. That was very, very interesting today. You talked about a lot of very interesting things. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Have a great evening and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Okay? Okay, bye-bye everyone.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Bye.